Hey, I'm back to trekking to the Gangadikal peak. We seem to be the only people trekking here, so it feels like a personal trek. And look at the beautiful mountains. I thought I'll keep talking to you while trekking so you can also get a feel of trekking with me. And I wanted to share something from last week. So I met this very successful corporate leader last week, and we met on LinkedIn. We shared a few messages and we resonated and decided to meet. And I met him last week, and I wanted to share what he asked me. So he said, I want to know, how do you do it all? I was like, what do you mean? So he said, you're handling your business, you're on social media, sharing all of this stuff, you're doing podcasts, you're doing these videos, you're a parent, you're traveling, you're doing cruises. How do you find time for it all? How are you managing it? And an instant answer that I ended up giving him was, how? I just don't do anything that I don't want to do, right? And that actually is, I feel like, the biggest reason why I find energy for everything, whether it's Zumba, workouts, or my business, or family, or everything else that I do. It's because I am making conscious choices of what I want to do, and then I'm doing them because I love them. Not because somebody is telling me to, not because I have to, not because I need to. And I'll tell you, it hasn't happened overnight. It has taken me years of constantly challenging that voice inside me. They kept telling me I should do something that I don't want to do, right? I should be doing, this is the right thing. Even if I don't want to, I should be. And the work hasn't been to push myself in spite of that voice or because of that voice. The work has been to challenge that voice. Why should I if I don't want to? It was like this rebellion voice that would come in parallel to that should voice and say, you know what, no. What if I don't? What would happen? And I'm willing to take that risk, right? And it hasn't been a very smooth journey, but I promise you, it has been the most fulfilling journey. I'm still on the way. I haven't reached the peak, while I will reach Gangadikal peak, because that's where it is. I don't know if you can see it, that's the peak we're going to. But I am not going to reach the peak of having a life where this entire conditioned voice is gone. I know that. I know my desires and ambition is going to be bigger and bigger and bigger. And the voice may still persist because I've had it for decades, and I'm surrounded by people who are still operating from that voice of what is should, what is right, what is wrong, right? But I promise you, if you're willing to be more aware of that inside voice that keeps telling you you should be doing things for or because they are your responsibility, or that's the right way to live, or any of that other than because you want to, you are going to feel the impact of that negative energy. We underestimate how much this misalignment in energy costs us. We think, oh, it's okay, nobody finds out, I didn't want to do it, but I did it anyway, and that's fine, it worked out. Yeah, for now it's fine, but you've so totally underestimated that if you had made a conscious choice and lined up with it, your energy would have been so amazing, the results would have been entirely different, right? So when you are making a choice, you make it consciously because you want to, the level of impact you create is off the charts. So I want to challenge you today. Think about the areas. Or whenever you actually are in a situation where you're like, I don't want to do this. And the voice comes up and says, no, but you should, but you're supposed to. Whether it's your internalized voice or somebody else telling you, I want you to take a pause and just kind of think about that. What if I don't? What would happen? What am I afraid of? And I promise you, just that awareness itself is going to guide you. You don't have to do anything. That's the beauty about this work. Just becoming aware of when you're operating from that conditioned voice outside of you versus the voice inside of you that's calling you, that heart voice and that beautiful voice that just pulls you lovingly. Ton of difference, and you will know it. All you have to do is look for it. Have a beautiful week. Not a week. I am sure I'm going to make another video on the peaks. Have a beautiful few minutes and I'll see you. Bye.